My name is Jake Harrison. I'm 32 years old. On March 3rd, 2024, I died of a heart attack while running to catch a bus in the pouring rain in Austin, Texas. I had always been an active guy, passionate about tech, a little stressed by the fast pace of modern life. I worked at a startup developing apps to manage work-related stress. A normal life, a demanding job, a simple dream, to start a family one day. That day, it was raining so hard that I slipped on a wet sidewalk. I felt a tightness in my chest, a heavy weight, and then nothing. Everything went black, then a deep silence. But very soon, I felt like I was floating above my body, like my soul was watching the scene without being able to intervene. The ambulance sirens, the panicked voices, all seemed very distant, and suddenly, I was in a space of soft, endless light that didn't burn my eyes. A field of supernatural beauty stretched around me, bathed in golden light. The silence here wasn't empty. It was full of indescribable peace. Then I saw him. Jesus. Not like in paintings or on TV. No, a man both humble and powerful, with eyes that seemed to see deep into my heart. His slightly wavy hair, piercing light blue eyes, and that smile. A smile that calmed all my fears. "Jake," he said in a gentle voice, "I've been waiting for you." I tried to speak, but words got stuck. I felt both tiny and incredibly important. "Am I dead?" I finally asked. "Your body still rests," he answered, "but your spirit is more awake than ever." He placed his hand on my shoulder, and I felt a deep warmth, like a gentle fire consuming doubts and fear. "I have to show you something," Jesus said. The field of light changed. We were above the world, where images of big cities, crowds, screens, machines, but also conflicts and divisions passed by. "Look at these two men," he said, pointing. I saw Donald Trump standing before a crowd, holding a microphone with that polarizing charisma that divides as much as it unites. Then the scene shifted to Elon Musk in a huge high-tech office, surrounded by screens displaying rockets, electric cars, and above all, ever more immersive and futuristic technologies. These two men represent powerful forces, Jesus explained. One is a symbol of power and pride, the other a pioneer of technology and progress. But both stand at a crossroads. Jesus then showed me how Trump, with his fiery speeches, promises, and way of governing, had deepened social divides, stirred anger, and sometimes even hatred in entire countries. His pride, Jesus said, is a wall separating peoples, but he also carries the potential for change if he could hear the voice of humility. Next was Elon Musk, pushing humanity toward colonizing Mars, artificial intelligence, and transhumanism. But he is seduced, Jesus explained, by the promise of unlimited progress, forgetting that all great power must be guided by love and wisdom. He showed me images where technological innovations seem to dehumanize people. Crowds hypnotized by their screens, losing contact with each other and with God. Jesus looked at me intensely, as if he wanted to engrave every word in my soul. "Jake, the message I want to give you today is both a warning and a hope." He motioned for me to look again at the world, but this time, the scenes were different. Peaceful protests, gathering young people, elders, scientists, and religious leaders. Images of mutual aid, solidarity, projects aiming to heal the planet and reduce inequalities. "Power and technology are not evil in themselves," he continued, "but they must serve love and justice." I saw Donald Trump again, but calmer, more thoughtful, taking part in a debate where he listened respectfully to his opponents. Elon Musk appeared too, discussing ethics with experts, envisioning innovations respecting human dignity. "These are choices," Jesus explained. "The path they take can still change, but for that, everyone must open their heart to humility, dialogue, and above all, love." I thought about all the current global tensions, conflicts in Eastern Europe, climate crises, the rise of political extremes, the influence of social media fragmenting truth and feeding fear. These challenges, Jesus told me, are not insurmountable if people dare to come together, overcome their differences, and work as one. Then he placed his hand on my heart. You too, Jake, have a role. Not as a hero, but as a bearer of light, a simple messenger inviting others to reflect, change, and love. I felt a new strength filling me, a mission beyond anything I had imagined. When you return, Jesus concluded, you will speak with courage, but above all with compassion, because the world needs hope, not fear. Then the light began to fade softly. I felt my body, lying on the wet sidewalk, the shaking of the rescuers, and the distant voice of a nurse shouting, "He's breathing!"